Now for more on what's happening in your community, let's turn it over to Heidi Stang with today's City by City.
Thanks, Ryan. There's a potential community kitchen coming to Red Cliff, plus award nominations are open for those protecting wildlife in Wisconsin. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start in Superior, where a special event will be taking place during their upcoming parent-teacher conferences. Hidden in Plain Sight is an educational event for parents and the community to learn more about substance use. Visitors will be able to check out a room that's been designed for people to interact with and discover how teens can hide drugs and other substances. Leaders with the school call this an opportunity to learn the warning signs and learn more about how to speak with their child. The exhibit will be open on February 27th and March 5th after school. Next, we head to Red Cliff, where the tribal farm is considering adding a community kitchen. There's a grant currently available that would be able to support this project. The farm is now looking for community input to share at the next tribal council meeting. They're hoping this kitchen would allow entrepreneurs to start food-related businesses and create a space for residents to preserve their food. We'll have a link to that survey on our website. And we wrap up in Wisconsin, where the Invasive Species Council is looking to honor those protecting wildlife. So-called invader crusaders are residents or organizations that go the extra mile to tackle invasive species and prevent them from harming natural areas. There's only a few days left of this campaign, as nominations are due this Sunday the 18th. We'll have that nomination link on our website. And as always, if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email to citybycity@northernnewsnow.com, and it might be featured as we take you around the Northland, city by city.